Hey everyone, doing a video tonight on the abundance mindset versus the lack mindset. So the abundance mindset isn't a mindset where you believe that you're gonna get anything and everything that you want, all your desires. So it's like it's a manifestation of your hopes and dreams. So you have a positive mindset. So the cup is always half full or full. A lack mindset is where the cup is half empty or empty. So if you go into life and you think that you don't have things, you don't have money, you don't have the proper education, you don't have love in your life, you don't have kind people around you, you don't have the things that you want, they always seem to not be there for you. It's because of your lack mindset. So, for instance, like, I remember the way that I grew up, we had been taught about the lack mindset quite a bit. So we didn't really have money for things ever. So the reason for things was always because we can't afford it, okay? So to a child, that's not a good way to teach a child, because they feel like saddened by that, you know? Like if a kid wants an ice cream and you say, oh, we don't have money for that, it's like, oh, that's sad, right? But I mean, I believe that like giving, whenever you give, you'll get in return. So I never allowed my kids to think that they couldn't have something as simple as an ice cream, right? I would never do that. So I would spend the money on something if they really wanted it, like ice cream that's like super cheap, right? So then they feel fulfilled, you know? Like you could even do things like, if you didn't have enough money to go on vacation, like you can go to the park and you can play with them and like buy them some toys at the Dollar Tree and just like treat them out to like a nice day or weekend, like where you're always doing fun things, you're playing in the park with them. I mean, that is like an abundance of fun for a child. So you can always find things to do that don't cost a lot of money, you know, fishing or, you know, playing some sports or going for walks, going for a walk in a really nice area, a nice park, like the one I'm at right now. There's lots of activities going on and nobody's paying money for it, right? So that's the mentality that you want to have. You don't want to say negative things. You don't want to ever say that you don't have money for something. You can say that the money is coming to me, that the universe is going to give me money for everything that I want and need in life, that it's on its way, it's coming. And maybe if a child's asking for something, what I would say is, oh, you know, Santa Claus is, you can ask Santa Claus for that, or for your birthday maybe, or we can save up money and get that for you, so that there's a more positive angle to it, other than saying like, oh, we can't afford that. You know, there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I've made that true in my circumstances. Even when we didn't have money, you know, my kids grew up feeling happy and positive about things. Not all the time, because I wasn't in this state that I am now, where I didn't have all this knowledge. And I know there was a lot of times where I didn't know what I was saying. I was just like doing what I had been taught myself. So I remember my ex-husband had a different mindset, and I felt like it was something that attracted me to him. I remember my mom would always park far away, like in the back of the parking lot, and because she felt like she couldn't get a front parking spot, that all of the parking spots were going to be gone in the front, right? So that's how I grew up, with that mind frame. And so we would always walk really far, like, you know, always pick the worst thing because that's something we could get, you know. But with my ex-husband, he always felt like he could get a front parking spot, and he always did. And it was the craziest thing. I was like, what? Like, that's so weird. And I didn't have this knowledge back then, so I just thought it was weird. And my mom even picked up on that too, and she would be like in awe of that, and she'd be like, wow, rock star parking, you know. And it was just a funny thing. And so he had this positive attitude that he could get things that he wanted, and that was something that, you know, I really admired in him, even though he didn't have such great traits. I mean, he was my ex for a reason. But that was something that, like I said, was something that drew me in about him, that I was like, wow, like, I don't have to feel like I can't have things, you know. And there's some mosquitoes. I'm gonna say that all the mosquitoes are gonna stay outside and they're not gonna bite me. That was something else too, that he would say that he didn't want to go for walks and things or go on bike rides because he said mosquitoes always bite him. And I didn't say that. And I didn't get bit by mosquitoes, but he would always get bit by mosquitoes. So that's kind of this, it's the same thing. If you put it out there that bad things happen to you, then you'll get those bad things, more of them in return, because it's a lack mindset, and you're manifesting that energy back to you because you're saying that that's true. So you're getting more of it in return. So when you say you don't have money, you're getting more no money is coming to you, if you understand. I mean, that didn't make sense, but you're gonna have continue to have a lack of money. So when you have an abundant mindset, you can just not say negative things. You can have a positive approach about it. You can even write a letter saying that universe, in the present tense, that you have it right now. Dear universe, thank you so much. I am so grateful that my bank account, you know, has lots of zeros in it with some positive numbers in front of it, of course. And that I have a ton of money in my bank account, and I'm just a magnet for money. Money is just flowing to me, you know, like a river. And I'm so open to receiving all of your gifts and abundance. I'm so grateful. And, you know, I'm so excited to use this money to, you know, go on trips with my family and buy a new home and buy a new car and just live the life that I've always wanted to live. And I'm so grateful for this. You know, that I can afford to buy the Christmas presents for my kids and make them happy and live in an abundance life. And that future generations in our family are never going to have to feel that lack anymore. That we're going to have everything, anything and everything that we always dreamed of. And especially we have each other and we have our health, of course. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope this helps, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments about how this has changed your life, living in an abundance mindset. Peace. See you next time.